Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm covering a couple different stories that indicate that the end of Google's search cash cow could be here sooner rather than later. Let's jump into it. So I have two stories that illustrate the coming demise of Google's traditional search business. We all know Google is incorporating AI overviews into its search results, potentially angering internet publishers, and it seems that their hand is being forced as the old style of a page of blue links really isn't going to cut it for too much longer. First up is a story from Joanna from the Wall Street Journal. Here she writes how she's quit using Google and is now mostly using AI tools. And honestly, this mirrors my own experience. I've found myself using AI tools a ton more for things that I used to use Google for in the past. And it's easy to understand why. Joanna recounts her experience searching for recommendations on a 3D printer. She highlights that Google search results include sponsored links, promoted products, links to retailers. Consequently, it took several clicks to obtain a basic overview of the available options. In contrast, AI tools provided her with immediate options, complete with write-ups, images, and prices in some cases. This process was significantly faster. And to be fair, Joanna mentions AI hallucinations, which are a concern, and for anybody out there, you really ought to fact-check any important details before you rely on those facts. But in my experience, hallucinations seem to be on the decline. I haven't seen any data on this, but it just seems to be my experience lately. Okay, so that's a pretty big threat to Google's biggest revenue generating business. But there's also news about another threat to Google's dominance in the search engine industry. If you recall, Google lost an antitrust lawsuit last August, and now the court is considering remedies. And one of the remedies under consideration is forbidding Google's $20 billion a year payment to Apple for the right to be the default search engine provider on iOS. And here is an Ars Technica story outlining that the court has decided that Apple cannot be a party to this case. Apple would have been on Google's side and would have been arguing to keep receiving the $20 billion a year from Google, but apparently the court took issue with how slowly Apple was responding to the case. I don't think that necessarily means that the court is going to eliminate these payments in total, but it does seem a little bit more likely now. And if that does happen, how will Apple respond? Apple could do a similar deal with another search engine, or perhaps they could build their own search engine. Neither of these outcomes is good for Google's search engine business. So there you have it. I think there's multiple threats to Google search engine business that are coming into more focus in 2025 as AI is providing a better experience in many cases. I don't think Google is flat-footed on this, but it's still an existential threat to them that really wasn't there as recently as 3 years ago. But what do you think? Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.